Hello friends and welcome to another video. Lately I've been doing some craft videos, and in one of them I mentioned that I want to start experimenting with clay because I love sculptures, 3D things. And so I bought a huge ton of clay, specifically this brand. This is everywhere, it's the most generic one, and if you decide to start doing it, I recommend it. Not sponsored, but yeah. What I've learned is that you don't really need to have expensive tools. So I crafted some of these, like most of them are, wooden cutlery, a spoon, a plastic one. I put some sandpaper here to file them, and I've been making a lot of shit off camera. The first one I made was this cat bowl. It was like pretty decent for my first attempt at doing this, and I'm just stuffing things in there, so it's useful. The second thing I made was this little kintsugi bowl with the golden details. Fun story, the first one I made, I tried to break it and then glue it back together to achieve the kintsugi thing, but clay, when it dries, it shrinks, and so I wasn't able to fit the pieces together and decided to just paint them, and I think it's really cute. The third thing I made is my magnum opus, and yes, this is my foot. I took a mold of my foot, and as I said before, clay shrinks when it dries, so this is not the right size. Mine is bigger, but it's so cute, and I really love the details, like all the things I made to make it look realistic. It looks like a statue, an ancient Greek statue with a piece of statue found somewhere. And I really want to make one with my hand, like palmistry, witchy, and like draw things here, but it would be so hard to mold my hand because I won't be able to use it. And I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I'll ask for help, but yeah. And I decided, after this long intro, to make some cute clay crafts and, more random crafts, but mostly clay crafts, and show you guys all my process and some of my failures as well, because as I said before, I'm an amateur, and if you have any tips, just leave them in the comments down below. But for the time being, I'm just gonna jump into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this first craft, I was really excited about it. I even thought about making more, so because this one was super easy, I'm thinking about adding more with more butterflies and shit. As you can see here, all you have to do is just make a little rectangle and then just make the edges like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. The paste you make to stick clay pieces together is called slip. It's basically made out of clay pieces and some water. You just make something like the batter out of it. And so this is how I made the little box, and I let it out to dry. It approximately does like a day to dry. It's dry clay. Then I file it, although it's not perfect. Maybe in the future I will try to work with some molds, but at the moment all I have is my hands. And now I paint it black. I also added off camera some golden details here in the frame to make it look old, and I glued this little piece of paper from an old book. I later realized it was the Bible, and oh my god, now it's super weird, but let's ignore that. And then I printed out some little butterflies. I have some more left to make more of these in the future, and just be careful not to glue the wings together. And here is the final look. I really love it, and while I was taking this video showing you the final result, I thought about making it into an earring or even a necklace. I think it looks super cool. What do you think? Okay, so the next one is supposed to be flower pins, although I made just one pin, this rose. It turned out pretty cute, but it's my second attempt. The one I made was a daffodil, and I couldn't find a good place to let it dry, and it broke, and I was so sad, but I'm really glad that the rose came out well. Roses are pretty easy to make. You just make the little petals and squish them to make it, you know, have this natural squished look. And I really liked it. It was super easy to dry. I just laid it on its back. Oh my god. Whereas the daffodil one, I couldn't let it have the petals up and it broke. And yeah, I decided to add the pin while it's wet so that it's, you know, I didn't want to glue it. This is the daffodil near it, and now it's me filing them. It later broke, and so I was super disappointed and threw it away. Although I guess there's some ways you can recycle it and reuse it. I really hope I had the chance to do that, but I just gave up on it. And I'm so sad, especially watching the videos of it now. But let's focus on the rose. Here's me painting it. A little petal was broken as well, but I glued it easily and I saved it. So yeah, I really like it on my tote bags, especially this one that has some plants on it. I think it matches really well. Okay, so the third craft I wanted to make was flower earrings. Now, these were supposed to be like a set, two of them, but I put the two in one, so I made one earring, as you can see here. And the reason for that is because I don't use molds, I just freehand everything, which I enjoy doing so, but the main reason for that is because I'm an amateur, and they turned out to be, well, sisters, not twins. The one was smaller than the other one, and so I just added them in one earring, and I think it looks kinda better if I try to make another one, so that I'll have two of these, or just one. It's not that bad. The most fun part of it was to paint them. I experimented with colors. I really like to mix colors and try to create a more realistic look. They did not turn that realistic, but it's fine. So I did not poke a hole at the beginning, my bad. So I had to poke one while they were, you know, they were in the drying process, and so it wasn't that good for chain to go through it, but I noticed that I can do it with thread. This is what I'm doing here as well. If I do it a second time, I will try to make a hole from the beginning so that the chain will just go through it. And now I'm putting them on the earring I bought from a bead store next to my house. And yeah, this is it. This is the earring. Hope I can make a second one. Or not, I don't know. I like it the way it is, actually. What do you think? So the next one doesn't involve any clay, it's just these pressed flowers on a clear duct tape. Personally, I used book covering material to do it. I lost the footage of me putting the flowers in it, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You just put it between the clear, you know, stickery and the other material that you can easily peel it off. And now we're gonna try it on my journal where I keep quotes from my favorite books, any thoughts and things like that. It's really cool. It's, you can just add the dried flower with some glue there. This is what I always used to do, but this one gives it some more protection from any water damage or anything. And also I really like it that it looks like a sticker, it's a sticker in the end of the day, but with a real flower in it. Yay! That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some inspiration, and again, if you have any tips with clay, just let me know in the comments below. I'm all ears. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I'm so excited that autumn is coming. I have very cool stuff planned. So yeah.